Okay, so hi Thomas. So
Hi.
tell us about how do you come across Lark? Did you like find it yourself, or were you forced to use Lark actually
I thought
as
I,
a
I thought we
Malaysian?
already recorded this.
This is for a long form video.
Okay. So how I came across Lark? Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was a total coincidence. So right here,
yeah. You can walk. It's okay.
you can walk.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Were you forced by someone to use Lark?
Yeah, actually, I was hired as a Notion consultant for one of my clients' company.
Mhm.
Basically, I helped them to build a lot of Notion workflow solutions, and
Mhm.
then we went plan to migrate to Slack
Mhm.
for chat communication.
Mhm.
And then it just happens that the it just happened that one of their top management found
Mhm.
out Lark, and then he
Mhm.
was very excited to test it out.
Mhm.
And then things just happened. I changed from a Notion consultant into a Lark consultant. So yeah, it's something that I feel grateful for. Looking back into it,
Mhm.
it's just able to expose to new tools.
Mhm.
And to me, like it doesn't matter Notion, Lark,
Mhm.
Monday.com.
Mhm.
It's most importantly like what suits your company.
Mhm.
And I just want to provide the best tool that fits the best company. Like
Mhm. So how do you think Lark is changing the Malaysian business?
yeah, first of all, Lark, if you haven't tried it yet,
Mm.
it's a I would call it like a Gen Z tool.
You didn't let me try it, so
Oh yeah,
it's not my fault I didn't try.
because I still like Notion. Please continue to support me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so Lark is a Gen Z tool, right?
Mhm.
What I mean by that is that it's a tool that you're expected to use using a mobile,
Mhm.
not on a PC.
Mm.
Of course, it can still be used on PC and
Mhm.
it's very capable.
Mhm.
But the whole design philosophy is that when you open your Lark app,
Mhm.
first thing you'll see is your chat.
Yeah.
So they want to try to avoid you using email
Oh.
and yeah, they want to try to avoid you using email.
So they're encouraging us to chat.
Yes, and not just chat. Inside the chat, you can actually send approvals. You can
Mhm.
get your latest reports for your team.
Mhm.
So there are a lot of things that felt more native, at
Mhm.
least for people who are always walking, for operation people who's
Mm.
rarely in the office, right?
So you're saying people who sit in the office uses Notion. Fit people uses Lark. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I would say so. If your majority of people that helps you to earn money
Okay.
is always walking, then
Yeah.
probably Lark is more suitable.
Okay. So, how do you think Notion and Lark can work together? Can they work together though?
Uh, I guess I think the first instinct is no,
Mhm.
because Lark is a workplace replacement tool. So
Mhm.
what that means is that it's a Google Workplace or
Mhm.
Microsoft Workplace
Mhm.
replacement. So it's
Oh.
just not a Notion. It's just not a Monday.com,
Mhm.
Airtable. It's a
Mhm.
complete ecosystem.
Mhm.
So for those companies that if you don't have a system, you
Mhm.
have nothing, then probably Lark is for you.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna anger some people by saying they have nothing. They have something.
Yeah, but usually it's very chaotic, right? So that's
Yeah.
why we wanted the system to keep it organized.
What do you mean by chaotic? What do you think Malaysian businesses are having chaos? What chaos do they have?
Okay, so let's touch on the elephant, which is WhatsApp.
Oops.
I had a client ask me yesterday actually,
Uh huh.
like, so since WhatsApp is so not reliable, right? How
Mm.
can we switch away from it? Honestly though, for anyone that's paying me,
Mm.
I'm gonna use WhatsApp. Doesn't matter. Whatever is your preference, I'll use it. But for internal communication,
Mm-hmm.
I will ask you to move away from WhatsApp as
For
quickly as
business
possible. For internal communication.
and business.
Yeah.
For business, yeah. So can we still use WhatsApp, our private WhatsApp,
Sorry.
in our personal life? Can we still use WhatsApp?
Yeah, of course. For your personal life, WhatsApp is actually very secure. That's why you
Mm.
don't really. That's why you don't receive a lot of spam, right?
Uh,
Because WhatsApp prevents any AI, any bots to kind of crawl you.
yeah, it prevents you from going in, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, but for a company, as a boss, I want to be able to see everything what my employees do. So it's
Oh,
not good for me.
so employers are now AKA stalkers, stalkers, lobsters.
yeah, anything to help to earn more money, then it's justifiable.
Okay.
So don't post anything if you're using Slack, Discord, or Telegram. Just know that your employers can see everything.
Be careful, guys. Good tip, insider tip, guys. So, how do you think you can help Malaysian businesses? Is it small businesses, medium businesses, big businesses? Sorry, large, extra large, extra large. Jenny song, extra large. Okay, no man.
Yeah, so I think that's a very good question. Actually, there's someone asking me, right? When should we use a system? So my usual answer is that if we have 50 people, 100 people doing the same thing, that's when we want to have system, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want the system to standardize how we treat our customers, how we deliver our goods and services. If you're gonna use Excel, yeah, Excel can keep track of a lot of things, but one person have different preference. I'm gonna do it different way.
Yeah.
That's when you want to have a system.
Yeah.
But let's say you're a CEO, you're excited about AI, you want to try something, then it's fine. You actually don't need a system. You can just build a proposal that you can try the latest tool, and that's kind of distinctions. So if you're a company that's trying to scale, or you already have a lot of branches, different SMEs, like for example, you're an F&B or you're in retail, that you want to scale, you want to make sure that you provide a consistent quality to all your customers, that's when you find Digital Cookie.
Okay, thank you. So, any last words?
That's not a good problem.
That's not a good prompt. So, any tips for employees with companies implementing Lark, Slack, any tips for employees?
Yeah, so as an employee, I feel you. You're
Yeah.
always the one having to
Yeah,
use the shiny tools
yeah,
and expected to update it.
yeah.
So it's definitely not the most pleasant thing. So all I can say is that if you work with me, work with us, we make sure that your voice is heard. Because at the end of the day, your boss is not going to use the tool. You're going to be
Yeah.
using it.
We're the ones that suffer, guys. We are the ones that suffer.
Yeah, so we're going to work together and then bring the best tool that your boss will be happy so we can both get paid.
Okay. Oh well. How about
I thought that's the last word already.
Okay, the last one. Since we did employee, we need to be fair. So, what are your last words to the bosses from this video?
Yeah, so for bosses, I think you've already heard that data is very important, right? In the past,
Yeah.
like always want to centralize your data. You want to make this system. So,
They
but
just want data.
yeah, but at the end of the day, you don't see the value, right? But this year is where things changes with all the new AI coming in. We have Claude, we have ChatGPT, we have Notion AI. So even just with basic data, with the right data, as a boss, you can just ask your prompt and then it'll give you all the insightful information that can help you to grow your company.
All the information.
Yes. So employee, please be careful.
Yeah.
But CEO, bosses, please be rejoice.
Okay, bye.
Bye.